Aloha, Aaron here. You're watching Poi Boy Trades. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to just make a small video, a quick video about AZFL and their harvesting updates, the tractor that they're using, or harvester, combine, whatever you want to call it, and also the way that they've planted their harvest. This goes for both shareholders and those who are bashing against what AZFL is doing and don't have much confidence in the way that they're doing things. So I wanted to share just a little video. If you find it helpful in your trades, and so be it. This is totally my opinion, but I do have some say when it comes to agriculture. Agriculture is my field of study, and I just wanted to throw some things out to you to give you a heads up and help you make better decisions in your trading with AZFL, excuse me, or any company that's involved in agriculture, or that in hemp, for industrial uses, or for CBD oil production. So let's go ahead and get started. What I wanted to talk about first is, is the tractor, the harvester, the combine that they have. They brought this in. They did a demo of the harvest. What I assume I assume it is a demo because just the way that they were doing it. But this is the harvester. It's a new idea Unisystem model 737, and there's a lot of comments on the way this tractor looks. It's so old, it's so rusty. Somebody found pictures and a manual and a catalog of this tractor harvester in a catalog from the 80s, and it's all rusted and it looks like crap. Comments are saying like they don't know what they're doing. This company is a scam, blah blah blah. Do your own diligence, kind of a thing. So this is mine's. I know for a fact that combines and agriculture instruments are expensive. On top of that, agriculture is one of the most riskiest business you can get into because of the high overhead cost and investment that you have to put in up front before you get that money back, which is obviously after harvest. So the idea for agriculture is to minimize your overhead costs and expenses and to maximize profits. And that is what AZFL is all about and why you are interested in this company. So AZFL, Amazonas Florestial, and their company Amazon Hemp is heading out their 100-acre harvesting this past weekend, this week, and hopefully to end a few days from now, which could be Wednesday, Thursday, depending on the weather and other operation things. And this is their first attempt at this large scale of growing hemp, not for industrial uses like fiber and building materials, but for CBD oil production. Their harvest is taking place in Colorado, and their first 100 acres should be done within this week. So let's address these comments. The purpose of agriculture is to provide a natural product for the consumers, of course, but as a business standpoint, like I mentioned, is to cut costs. This tractor, of course, looks like something that they're really cutting costs on here. As a shareholder, you should be interested in how much this company is spending in expenses, and how much they're in debt, and things like that, whether it be their capital costs in their startup or their company. So if you're asking why this old rusty bucket, it's because, and I know this for sure, combines, there are people who are posting pictures saying, you know, the harvester should look like this. It's a brand new New Holland, and New Hollands and John Deere are the most popular agricultural um, companies out there building tools and things, tractors. This is the price of a brand new 2017, just the combine itself, no tools, base model. Model 650. They have tons of models. Anyways, I think they're harvesting some type of grain. Not sure. It looks like a not a wide tool, front end tool, but a short one, kind of similar to AZFL's one. Look at the price of this. 373,000. That's a base model. No bells and whistles, nothing. Okay. Let's look at New Holland agriculture. Base model. This not including the tool. $500,000. Um, that is an extraordinary high cost and expense for you as a shareholder into this company. Now you probably think, oh, they can get a loan to get an awesome machine like that. The thing is, if you're dealing with hemp, marijuana, any of the sort, there's no bank out there. Maybe there's one in Colorado that will fund you a loan in harvesting or growing something that is illegal on the federal level. So getting a loan to get something this expensive is out of the question. Renting, out of the question. So how much did this cost? What is this company AZFL investing in this cost for their 737 unit system tractor harvester? So I pulled up some prices on that. Here's one on an auction site. $5,000. It looks in good shape right here. It has low hours, not low mileage. Agriculture tools are done in hours. It has low hours. It looks pretty good. They're just selling the tractor itself, not the front tool here. It's the same company. It looks like it could be used in the same way. It looks like the same thing. Hopper in the back. Yeah, so it's an old looking thing. $5,000. Aren't you glad that the company is managing their expenses pretty well? I am, and that's why this company is getting looked at by a lot of investors. It can get the job done. 100 acres, no problem for this small machine if they run it a couple of days or so. And here's some more. If we look at this, almost looks pretty recent tractor, 9,000. We've got a trailer behind. That's another 9 grand. Another trailer, different tools, things here and there. 18,000 for this one. So you can just imagine the price, the savings that this company had, and this money, the profit that they're going to get out of the harvest is going to go back into the company, the shareholders, and things like that. So nothing to worry about with the type of tractor that they're using. It works, it runs, it does its job. Second thing, the way that they're planting is done. Why is there so many weeds? Why is it so sparse? Why are they planting it the way that they are? Let's look at some pictures. Why is it like this? It's so spaced out. Okay, there's a couple of pictures that were posted that look like this here on the right side. This is hemp harvester, it says right there. See that leaf formation there? Pretty familiar, right? Okay, so let's look at the harvester that they're using. Look at that, it's so fancy. The way that the harvest is planted, why doesn't it look like that? This type of planting and this type of harvesting has been going on for a long time, for ages in different countries. It stopped here for a little bit here in the US, but picking up speed again. That's why they have these specialized tools for harvesting this hemp. That's the other thing. There's no specialized tools for harvesting hemp for CBD oil production. And I'll tell you why here in a second. This hemp, the way that it's grown here, is not for CBD oil production. The hemp is used for fiber, and the leaves are used for cattle feed. So the way that they grow this hemp is stacked close together, because what they want is the long stems, and they're harvesting that for their fiber. And the harvest is pretty quick. The crops are planted straight together so that the plant grows straight up, gives you that nice long fiber that you need for industrial uses. Okay, so this is not the way to plant your plants for CBD oil production. This is the way to do it. So you have the wide rows. See the wide rows here? The plant is allowed to grow outwards, and because what are you harvesting for CBD oils? You're harvesting the flowers, the seeds, the inflorescence, and the inflorescence grows on each branch, but the plant has to be, the plant has to be healthy. It needs a lot of sun. That's why they're growing like this, with lots of space in between for harvesting. The video before this is just some smiley face. This is hemp grove in Oregon, and see all the weeds there. This is the hemp plants growing. Probably younger ones. They're probably headed out to a different area. But just to give you an idea of why they're doing it the way that they are, because all they want is the flower, the inflorescence, and the seeds, whatever they use. This company hand picks and throws them on the mat, then they drag it back to the truck to take it off, take it away for harvesting. Which goes to say that the way that AZFL is doing theirs, they're chopping it up and laying it down, it's totally fine, because they're going to get processed later anyways. The whole point is that you're trying to get to the inflorescence. You're not trying to save the fiber or anything. Using a machine rather than hand picking cuts down on your labor costs, saving you, the shareholder, money, and making the company more profit. So that's another reason for the way that the plantation, or whatever you call it, farm is, crops are being planted. There's so many weeds around. They're not tightly packed together. Tons of weeds in this field. So this is the way to do it right here. AZFL is on track and doing it right, and doing it the way that is saving money for the company and making more profit for you, the shareholders. So get excited. The way that they're doing it is pretty awesome. Last thing that I wanted to share concerns me is the way that they're updating the shareholders. Just a quick video that they've posted. I have a video here with Mobile Wraps CA, I assume that's California, who has been an insider for the company, AZFL. I'm not sure of his relationship to the company, but I know that he's been providing footage of the harvest. All these images, these pictures here, coverage of the harvester on his first run last week Friday on the 22nd. So I'm going to pause it there on this video. Here I'm on Amazonas Florestral's Twitter page, and what they're sharing, their video, I'm going to look for it. Their latest update yesterday, Monday the 25th of September here. So I'm going to bring that up, pause it right here. So let's look at the Friday update video. Many of you guys may have realized this. They were supposed to start harvesting on Friday. Everybody was excited. They released this video of the tractor here on the left harvesting. Okay, so we're gonna bring that up and play it. I want you to remember a couple of things. Remember this tuft of grass in the front left wheel. Remember the silo in the back. This tip of the hemp over the horizon. Same with this tip here over the horizon on the left. Just remember those things right there, okay? And keep an eye out on something else I'm going to point out here. So here's the harvester. He's just demoing, I believe, how this thing works. He's going through some weeds and going for the first row of hemp right here. Okay, I'm going to pause it right here. Now, if you noticed, the person filming was standing still for a little bit. Once the tractor passed, he started to walk behind it. Here we see another person. I think that's Mobile Wraps right there, and he has his DSLR, could be a mirrorless camera there, which is a narrow field of view with that lens in the front. To remember that. And that's the harvest video, the first harvest video sent on Friday. Now, super excited because they were supposed to finish. We get news on the 23rd that the company runs into some issues with the weather. They were going to they were just slowing down on their harvesting. So they released this video on Monday, the 25th, of their harvesting harvest update. That's what it says. Friday, here we go. Monday, harvest update. So I'm excited. I'm like, okay, they sent out another video. They started harvesting. They're showing another harvest video, more closer, things like that. Remember what I told you to do to keep an eye out for certain things? Here's that tuft of grass on the left wheel. Let's make this larger. Alright. Pause. Here's that hemp plant over the horizon. That other hemp plant over the horizon. And the silo in the background. You're probably thinking that silo looks a little bigger. Well, it's because the focal length of the lens in the camera is probably further, compressing the background, making the image of the silo larger. Anyways, okay, so it's going through some weeds first before it hits the first row of hemp. Wait, did you see it? Let's look at that again. Wait for it. Boom. I think that's the chairman, Ricardo. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. But did you notice he's just standing there? Okay. This person is walking along with the tractor. And you probably know where I'm going with this already. Yeah, let's check this out. If you remember, let's watch this video side by side. Alright. Let's go back to about there when he sets it down. There we go. Play. Silo in the background. You see it yet? Person. Pause. This person here filming is this view right here on the right side. What does that mean? AZFL released a video that was supposed to be a harvest update, but it wasn't. On Monday, it was the same video from Friday, which is the same instance, just different view. So they haven't sent in any updates of the harvest since. So I really don't know what to do at this point concerning their updates on the harvest, which is the most important part of this. They're not showing any videos. They're not showing any pictures of the harvest itself. In this video, it does show one aspect of it here. Watch for it. Watch for it right here. There's a before the camera went fuzzy. There's a branch that falls out the side there. So if you're wondering how the hemp is being harvested, it looks like leaves are being stripped off the branches. In that case, the inflorescence will be stripped off and then stacked up somewhere nicely to be harvested, picked up, and processed. So that's how this is going on with this video. I'm not sure that's how they're going to completely do it in the harvest, but we'll find out tomorrow or the next couple days. So I just wanted to point these things out, that AZFL is doing their best to keep their cost, and it's in their financial reports if you look at it, what their assets are and their expenditures and things like that, that they're keeping things pretty low, and compared to their harvest, it's worth millions. Compared to the investment in capital, it's in the thousands, and we are just going to make large profit off of this harvest for sure. So keep watching the stock. If you're in there, do your due diligence, and do what you can. This company is probably the only company from triples that is posting consistent updates on their successes and their things moving forward. So thank you for joining me. Sorry for the long-winded video. I hope you get a better insight into agriculture, and hopefully this helps you to make a better decision in your trading, not just in the hemp industry but also in agriculture in general, which in most cases supports pharmaceutical companies. So good luck with your trading. Have a good day.